السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم يا شيخ. How's it going? Alhamdulillah. Very good.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها النبي قل لأزواجك وبناتك ونساء المؤمنين يدنين عليهن من جلابيبهن ذلك أدنى أن يعرفن فلا يؤذين وكان الله غفورا رحيما.
الله فيك. بارك الله فيك. جزاك الله خير يا شيخ. Today our topic inshallah is going to be about hijab, because a lot of Muslim women, they don't know what hijab, they don't know a lot of things about hijab. They think just hijab only that scarf that you wear in your head, and that's it. But hijab is way bigger than that. That's why inshallah we have Sheikh Abdul Rahman here, and he's gonna tell us about hijab. And first of all, Sheikh, Assalamu alaikum, how's it going?
Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah,
So
Alhamdulillah, MashaAllah, and it's good to have for having me in here. And hijab is basically, as our brother Muhammad mentioned, it's not a scarf, because a scarf is just something limited to just cover. Anything can be a scarf. If you literally go and look for the meaning of scarf, scarf could be something that you can cover half of the head or half of the hair, and then this is uncover and uncover. So basically hijab is a big outfit starting covering the whole entire body of the woman. Entire body. So this is hijab basically means covered. Literally Arabic means hijab and hajaba yahjibu. فهو حجابا. The origin root word is that.
the word,
It's like covered it. Someone who's covering up itself.
But why
Hijab mastura in the Quran we see. It's a cover. Anything can be covered, whether it's a piece of clothing, or anything can be that.
be covered,
But of course here hijab means a piece of clothing that basically covers the whole body of the woman, and especially in a way that you cannot describe her body, whether she's thin or fat, or you cannot describe the color of the skin of the woman, and cannot be tightened. That is actually a hijab, yes.
So that means like because nowadays you see a lot of American style hijab, it's like this tight clothes, tight jeans. She can't even breathe in that jeans and stuff like that, and then she just wearing that scarf. So that means it's not real hijab.
No, it's not a hijab.
Okay, because now you can see the whole body, you can see the details, you know what I mean, the body.
And even the Prophet ﷺ mentioned such type of clothing that tells us, oh, I'm wearing hijab, but it's not even real hijab. Even the Prophet mentioned this in hadith narrated by Imam Muslim in his authentic book, في صحيحه. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, صنفان من أهل النار لم أرهما ونساء كاسيات عاريات مائلات مميلات رؤوسهن كأسنمة البخت المائلة لا يدخلن الجنة ولا يجدن ريحها وإن ريحها لا يوجد من مسيرة كذا وكذا أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. The Prophet mentioned here two types of people who are amongst the people who are entering the hellfire. So the first person I didn't mention, I mentioned the other one in the hadith related to our topic. The Prophet said, وَنِسَاءٌ كَاسِيَاتٌ. There are women who are covered, okay? They regard themselves, oh, I'm wearing hijab. She thinks that. She's showing other people, convincing I'm wearing hijab. وَنِسَاءٌ كَاسِيَاتٌ عَارِيَاتٌ. At the same time, they are uncovered. They're naked.
The same way they wear it.
Yes.
SubhanAllah.
It means this is the same thing that I was mentioning. She's wearing tight a piece of cloth to her body,
showing everything
that can describe her body type. So she's almost naked. The Prophet is telling us that she's not covered,
because you can see the details, everything. You can see the body. So that means hijab has to be something cover and loose,
Yes.
not tied to the body. It's
Yes.
not tight jeans, not tight
Exactly.
skirt, blouse, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it has to be something, not showing the body. But why we don't as Muslims we don't have to show the body? This woman, she want to show her beauty, she want to look good for others. Why we have to cover that? Why we have to make the woman cover herself? Is that because of she's very expensive? We don't need people to see her like that, or just because the way of Muslim is?
The first thing is, and most important, foremost answer will be, the religion of Islam commands Muslim to cover her body. That's the biggest thing.
That's what Allah said.
Yeah, Allah has commanded us. The Prophet ﷺ has recommended us. In the first ayah that has begun our talk, that Allah is commanding the Messenger ﷺ that tell to your wives, to your wives, and to your daughters, and to all the Muslim women, يُدْنِينَ عَلَيْهِنَّ مِنْ جَلَابِيبِهِنَّ, that they should cover their body part.
It's not only Prophet wives.
Yeah, not only his Prophet wives, daughters, but the entire woman.
Entire woman. Okay.
Then Allah also mentions the reasons why. ذلك أدنى أن يعرفن فلا يؤذين. That's the reason.
Okay.
They will be recognized. You will know her, and at the same time, the most important thing, she will not be harmed. By wearing that hijab is actually a protector to her.
Okay.
It's gonna protect her from the strangers, for anyone who's gonna fall on her, easily just fall on her. So he covered her beauty. Her beauty is covered and saved for the person, for the princess who is about to marry her. That's it.
Oh, that's only one allowed, and her brother and her brother, father, and like close family.
Yeah, of course. There's like maharim,
Yeah.
Of course, she's not supposed to
wear hijab there.
Specifically, only this some specific part, except. But who is not among her mahrams? Mahrams are the person she cannot marry. Like her brother, her father, her
uncle,
her son.
Yeah.
She's not obligated to cover in front of them. She's not gonna cover. But who are not, or outside the mahrams, she's strictly obligatory and compulsory upon the woman to cover her body parts so that she can be saved. Yeah. And if she doesn't do that, what happened? All these changes will fall over her.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
She can be in any trouble. They will tease her. They will flirt with her.
Yeah.
And then
it's the door open.
Yeah, there's the door open.
Open that door, and then whoever can enter, he can enter.
And later on, you want to marry that girl who she's already been
with so many guys.
Yeah, with so many guys.
People. Yeah, so nobody
will flirt her on the way. So many strangers approached her.
That's true.
So no use to you at all. But Islam is actually protecting her. It's for her own good, for her future, for good for her husband, good for her family also.
Yes. Good for the society too.
Good for society. Yeah. Because when she's covered, you're not gonna fall over her. It's actually good for you. You're not gonna fall for someone who's very covered.
You don't see nothing.
Yeah.
You can't see nothing. You can't, do any calls. But when you see her in front of you.
Yes. And for her family also, because it's for their honor. Yes. Her father is proud of his girl is covered. Who is gonna tease her at all?
That's true.
But whenever she's not covered, she's not wearing hijab, someone teases her because she was not using hijab, he will be bad then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will be disappointed. He will be disappointed. So it's just good for every aspect, of life, community.
That's good. So that's gonna lead me to the next question. Yes. Is the hijab we see today, is it that good enough for Allah that you see today in malls and you see like in the markets? How these women and how the Muslim girls are wearing these tight jeans and tight clothes and stuff like that. Is that good for Allah? Is that good enough for Allah that just only the scarf she's wearing? Or like she have to elevate herself? And there's another question too, like related to this one. If a woman she's just starting wearing hijab, but she wanna, gradually do that. Is that okay? Or she have to wear hijab the first day, she have to just put it right away?
Oh, you can hijab that she wearing every day?
Yeah, the one like how we see the ladies or the girls, the Muslim girls in the malls now. Yeah. How they're wearing all these tight hijabs.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the first part of the question.
Okay.
Is that good enough for Allah?
Okay. Yeah.
That's the first part. Then I'll tell you the second part.
Basically, I already mentioned that the same hadith. It's not good enough. There is not even a hijab at all.
Okay.
You're not wearing a hijab if that hijab outfit is very tightened to you, that can see your body, so can give me, a sketch of your body.
Yes.
No, that's not a hijab.
That's not a good
That
enough.
hijab,
But
yeah.
but the second part of the question is, if a woman or a little young girl that she wanna wear hijab, but she just gonna start with this tight one a little bit, and then gradually go deeply for something loose, something not showing up and stuff like that. Is she okay to start with that? Just to start here and then she go deeply, or she have to go once she know is hijab is obligatory, she have to go full hijab?
She has to go for hijab, yeah. Whenever hijab is obligatory to her,
Mm-hmm.
she has to wear that hijab, and regardless that Allah has commanded her, and whenever, as soon as she feels there's some strangers or ajanib, she has to be covered.
Okay.
Yeah, if they are around her.
So it's not something like, oh, I have to do it gradually, or I have to think about it when I think like it's
No,
okay,
no,
or
no.
that's not an option.
If she
You
wants
know.
to go out of the house to the market, she has to be covered. If she's in the house and there's some strangers are around her, she has to be covered, even if it is in her house.
Mm, mm,
So she has to be
subhanallah.
covered every single time there are strangers around her, and protect her body. When there are no strangers and now she's going out, she's in her house,
Mm-hmm.
she's every right then to not them to uncover, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because she's in her house. Just save them.
Okay. So the last question I have for you, Sheikh, what's you say for a woman that she's not wearing hijab?
What?
What you say for the woman that she's not, what's your message for the woman
Uh,
that she's not wearing hijab? What do you tell her?
my message
Especially
mainly.
after that hadith, that's
Oh
dangerous
yeah, there's
hadith,
a very
because
dangerous
this hadith is
hadith.
very serious. If you can repeat it again, so sisters
Yes,
they can
yes.
learn and they can hear this hadith again. It's very
Yeah,
serious.
this hadith is a very authentic hadith. So the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam says in this
Sallallahu alaihi
hadith that
wasallam.
there are two types of people who are amongst the people who will enter the hellfire. One of them is, they're ladies. When you say on kasiyat, they are ladies who have some covered. Yes, somehow is they're covered.
Mm-hmm.
But ariyat at the same time they are naked. It's not regarded as hijab.
Mm-hmm. Like that tight
Yes,
stuff.
tight one. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can describe her body. It gives a
Mm-hmm.
sketch of her body. And like this that I'm wearing. Like look now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all
Something
this.
tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or there is some. The color is so light that you can
You
see
can see
almost her
through. You
body.
can see through. That's
Yeah, you
true.
can
There's a
see
lot of
through
them you
that.
can see through. Yeah.
So always includes.
Mm-hmm.
Ibn Taymiyyah also is one of, he explained this hadith. He made the tafsir of this hadith the
Mm-hmm.
same way. Ariyat, yeah, mumilat. So they're just, especially the way they make their hairstyles also. It
Yeah.
mentions in the hadith.
Yeah.
They
Subhanallah.
make it
Yeah.
something, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
So you can see that she's just like her head, I don't know, some hoodie or tie or
Yeah. Yeah.
something. And they mention in the hadith also, that's not even allowed. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she has to just make her normal
Just
hair.
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. To cover.
So the Prophet in the end hadith says that لا يدخلن الجنة. They will not enter the Jannah.
So
ولا
that means
يجدن ريحها, and they will not even have
smell.
the smell and
Wow.
the scent of the Jannah. They will not get it. So this is very dangerous, severe hadith. You don't want to end up that. I don't want my sisters, Muslim sisters, to end up that.
Yeah.
Inshallah ta'ala. So make it a habit. Make that that Allah has commanded you, and you're following Allah's command. That's the biggest thing.
Yes.
Allah has commanded me to cover.
I'm
doing
cover.
that.
That's it.
Anything else. And
That's
I'm gaining Jannah.
yeah.
And Allah is pleased. Allah will be pleased.
He's happy with you.
Yeah, will happy with you.
Yeah. Then you don't need more than to make Allah happy.
And it's for your own good sake. That
Yes.
as I mentioned, yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing is that.
So that means, for end of this video, brothers and sisters, specifically for my sisters, you don't want to be one these ladies in the hellfires.
Yes.
Why? Because you want to wear a tight jeans or tight t-shirt or tight shirt or whatever it is. Who you gonna please? Always think you want to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you want to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do what Allah say to you. Because listen, it doesn't matter how tight you wear. There's one lady, she's wearing shorts. Doesn't matter how short you wear. There's one lady she's wearing shorter than you, what you wear. Where are you gonna go? It's competition.
Yes, she's maybe her religion is allowing her to wear such kind of tight clothes
Exactly.
or not to cover.
Yeah.
But your religion is commanding you to cover and wear hijab.
Exactly.
So be proud of your deen.
Respect your deen.
Show your identity. This is my identity. This is me. You have to say that.
Yes.
Because the hijab actually tells that.
That's true.
And that's why the hijab becomes so more controversial these days.
It's very controversial.
Hijabi girls, they say house.
And subhanallah, and most of them I've seen like in malls and stuff like that, they're not wearing real hijab because I've seen like you can see through the body, like you can see anything. Which is just putting that scarf in her head and she's not making any progress. She's not making any change.
Exactly.
And even Allah, He won't accept that from you because you have 2 feet, 1 feet in the Jannah, 1 feet in out of Jannah. So you have to go all the way to Jannah with wearing your hijab, full hijab, because you want to please only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if you keep wearing all this tight stuff, tight jeans and putting that scarf in your head and you think you're covered, you're not covered. So think again, take your time, sit down, think about it. Think about you only Allah, you want to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wear the proper clothes, because trust me, if you want to look good, the hijab makes you look even better. If you want to look like, if you want to compete with these ladies in the world, I'm telling you, some ladies are wearing bikinis outside. How far are you going to go? This wearing, just bikinis, they show bikinis everywhere.
Even their religions, the Bible is not allowing them to wear that.
Even
they're going against
their own religion.
Yeah, and if you're going to fall after them,
yes, it's not going to accept. It's going to be acceptable.
The real followers of Bible, they are covered. If you are
absolutely, yes, I've seen them. Yeah. So, subhanallah, this is very, controversial topic. And I hope my sisters, they listen. And I hope they can get the message from the Shaykh and get the hadith, the dangerous hadith, that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he see this type of people in Jahannam and they can't even enter Jannah. That's even worse. So, dunya is very short. You're going to live what? 50, 60, 70, and then you're gone. And your beauty is only from 15 to 40. After 40, everything goes down. You're not going to be that 20 age anymore. So let's please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's wear the proper hijab, inshallah. We thank Sheikh Abdul Rahman. Thank you very much, Sheikh.
Thank you for having me. Mashallah.
Yeah, no problem, inshallah. And, inshallah, until next topic and next video, stay safe, sisters and brothers. As-salam.